I like cheese. No, that's not the point of this video. I mentioned a lot on excuse me, that cheese is really good. I mentioned a lot on the YouTube channel that how I like Japanese stuff, and I want the channel to be more, not just book reviews, but other stuff. So I guess this is going to be the start video for that-ish thingy. I'm thinking about calling it Thoughts, but I don't know. Anyway, let me give you a slight background on why I love Japan, or my reasoning for why I love Japan. I grew up with what I call the DBZ generation, the 1998, 1999 version of new episodes of Dragon Ball Z coming out whenever Toonami, the first run, came around with Tom and everybody. And well, for me, personally, I got home from school and it would be Ronin Warriors, and then like Sailor Moon, new episodes of Dragon Ball Z, and I can't remember all the other ones that came about during that time too. But there were so many. Gundam Wing, and I think they even played like an episode or two of Ava, so that was really cool. But that was whenever I was like early teens, so very impressionable, and I think that really kicked me into high gear for loving Japanese culture, because obviously looking, oh cool, people shooting blast out of their hands, how the hell do you do that? That kind of stuff. But you keep watching, you see like Sailor Moon, like there's a love interest with superheroes. You don't really see that much on TV. You see a little bit in like Batman and Superman. Not too often. Now you do, but not back then. Not at least I did. But that goes on a whole art spill. That's gonna be another video if I do it that way. But back to my point, seeing all that kind of stuff got me into, hey, I remember in 6th grade somebody saying, you like DBZ? Here's the World's Strongest, which is the first video for the Dragon Ball Z franchise, our first movie. And I think it was like the Canadian dub, so it's really different than what I was hearing on TV. It's like, what? But then that's when they changed, and that's the technical side. Ignore that. But listening or watching all of that, and then branching out on my own and finding, up until recently, I had to think about it really hard, but for years, Ramble 1/2 was my favorite series. Like, literally nothing would stop me. If somebody mentioned Ramble, I'd just jump. Now I'm kind of that way for Buffy and Doctor Who. And some other things. I mean, everybody has their funs. But back then, it was everything about Ramble that, like, connected with me. The comedy, yeah, people are going to gripe at me for saying, like, there's deep meaning in Ramble. Yeah, right. And, not really. But I like the martial arts. I like the love interest, not really knowing what to say to females around you or whoever. And doing all that, I like that a lot. And so Ramna grabbed me. And then, of course, you see the Midnight Run with Gundam Wing, uncut. Instead of blast you, it was now damn you. And that was awesome. But it was fun. Oh, reminiscing. So seeing all that and branching out into finding manga and discovering like anime movies such as Ghost in the Shell and Appleseed made me go, okay, it's not just action. You're seeing Perfect Blue. You're seeing a very, very different side of the stuff they show you on TV. And for me at that time, I looked on TV and I was seeing like, oh, you have all the cartoons that have a little bit of depth, but they're just 30-minute segments. And it never really connected with me, nor did live action. I mean, it was not until later that I started watching actual TV episodes that were airing at that time. I just couldn't connect to it. But going on with that, well, let me jump ahead a few years. Just looking at myself now, I noticed when growing up younger, I mean, this was middle school, now I'm going back to elementary school and probably further. I was always a big fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. Like, God, crazy fan. You go in my room and I had the Tommy stuffed animal, like, if you can see it, like 3 foot tall Tommy, and he would sleep with me. The white Power Ranger. Oh yes, I had Abba, the sword, and it's somewhere in the attic. And if I find it, good Lord, I will put it on the internet. Uh, like the Megazords and the I don't know if anybody remembers, but the you get the action figures where you push a button in the back and their helmet flips and you see their face on their regular Power Rangers uniform. You push the button again and it flips back, and that was awesome. Kids today don't know anything about that. But I'm getting on a tangent here just because memory lane makes me go gaga. And I really feel like Victor from Gimmieaflakeman channel, the Japanese channel, like this is a laundry video. I'm not going to do what he does, like 30 minutes or an hour. That would be an editing nightmare for me right now. But I do want to give a little background on why I like Japan so much. I mean, I've already mentioned that I came around with the DBZ generation. Yeah, best way I think to describe it. DBZ generation in America. Obviously, it aired over in Japan in what, 86, 90, something like that, and ended in 94. But, I mean, that's programming schedules. It's all different. But it hit hard, and I think DBZ is one of the biggest reasons why anime got big over here. You had stuff from the 80s, like Voltron and stuff. Yeah, that helped. But really, I can remember a distinct difference between like seeing the manga in the bookstores and stuff. Like it just expanded like crazy whenever DBZ hit. Everybody was talking about the games, Tenkaichi Budokai, all the 1, 2, and 3. And then all the little spin-offs for that came about. And just insaneness of actually going to the store and they have DBC Valentine's cards. What? It was something new. I wasn't expecting to see stuff like that. But going back, I'm branching. It's ADD. I just got off work and I haven't had enough caffeine. Not yet. Or I've had too much caffeine. Maybe that's it. Either way, it's that. No, I don't know if I'm going to edit this actually, thinking about it. I may just go, I'm recording my phone. I may just upload it straight and see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But branching back, I feel like the Doctor. I'm going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But back to when I was young, I was watching Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And why I say that influenced me, ninjutsu. That had obviously a samurai feel to it. Look at the third Turtles movie. Come on. And what is it? Against popular belief or popular demand? Something like that. I enjoyed the third Turtles movie. Wait! I'm just really a princess in disguise. You know that line. Don't lie. You know that line. My voice is getting out too. I'm ranting. Good. I'm giving videos for YouTube. That's all that matters. But seeing all the stuff, looking back going, I like Japanese stuff from an early age. Because people don't know, Power Rangers was based off of a show called Super Sentai in Japan. Oy, caramba. And really what all they did, like over in America over here, they took out the transformation parts and inserted a high school setting, basically. I believe it was high school. Yeah, it gotta be high school. But seeing the costumes and the Power Rangers and all that kind of stuff was like really cool. And remember, the Power Rangers are the only people who can get away with exploding grass. Yeah. Seeing all that, and I think that made an impression on me because I really devoured Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. I devoured anything. I mean, I'm still the same way. I'm not quite done with the David Tennant tenure of Doctor Who, but I'm still going through it. I have books and everything. You'll probably see a video on that soon. I don't know. I never know. I don't like it though. It hurts me. It hurts me to start thinking about things in the future because things are changing. They always do. But anyway, my friend has a phrase he came up with on I guess just a whim. But I don't know if anybody knows about AMV Hell. Well, I'm sure a bunch of people know about AMV Hell, but I don't know anybody who look on here would know about it. The AMV Hells are basically just AMVs, which is anime music videos, if you don't know. And it's anime scenes cut to music to play. I'm using my hand a lot tonight. But it syncs with the music, and it works very well. But in one of the AMV Hells, I believe it's three, they used the Power Rangers theme for a scene, I believe it was actually Perfect Blue. Uh, my memory's fuzzy on that. But it's a Power Rangers knockoff almost, or Super Sentai, I guess, in that case. But a knockoff, but it's playing the Power Rangers music. And my friend, I don't remember if it was afterwards or during, but he said, "Damn the Japanese for stealing ideas that we originally stole from them." And it was a joke, but it's seriously like, wow, we did steal Power Rangers, technically. Um, it's a joke. Just laugh. It's not supposed to be mean. I'm not hating the Japanese. God, no, I'm not hating Japanese. I like a lot of their stuff. I need to stop cussing. I don't need to cuss as much in these videos. It could be bad. But everything related to that made me okay. I had the notions of the Power Rangers, and it's like I like that Eastern culture. I don't know much about it, the ninjas and stuff. Cool, swords and samurai and whatever. And then getting into DBZ, and you're like, key meditation. What are all these snake way? I mean, that's varied. But branching into it more, looking at Ramna and the people who cook takoyaki. I think I said that right. If not, whatever. I'm sure people know tempura or something like that. Seeing them cook that and then branching into furthermore going into, hey, I've been in Books A Million and found a foreign book. What is this? It's Yukio Mishima. Or I think I had to actually order my first Yukio Mishima book. But seeing all that and getting into it, and then obviously the advent of the internet for me, I came around when internet started to become standardized, I guess would be the best way to say it. Whenever you would have AOL 7.0 and you would get the disc every freaking day, feels like, in the mail. Do you want to upgrade? I have that disc already. But I came around with that, and yeah, downloading stuff all day long. Just, I'm going to download this AMV. Like, what's the Vast Touched with Kenshin? Or the Kenshin movie? Another great movie. Rurouni Kenshin. Was it Betrayal? I think it's the actual title, but it's the first Rurouni Kenshin movie. And getting the AMV from Otaku Vengeance. I remember having the hardest time pronouncing otaku because I was trying to Americanize it. It's like otaku, something. But now looking back, it's like otaku. Oh, okay. But that's me learning about the Japanese language. And Otaku Vengeance. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Seeing that and watching the AMV hell. But stuff, that was years later. That Coke's coming and attacking me again. Seeing all that and waiting, going. I'm sorry, I'm having a memory in my head, just replaying over and over. Getting on the bus in the morning, or driving, or not driving, but having somebody drop me off at school, starting the computer up in the morning, downloading an AMV that's maybe 50 megs on dial up. It's AOL, so it's on dial up for me. Going to school, coming back around 3 o'clock, and turning on computer or looking at the computer and going, did it download? One file, which now you can download 50 megs on your phone in probably 5 minutes. I've never really tested. I'm sure it also depends on signal and all that. But seeing that is like, yes, it downloaded. Or the days you've been kicked off. The AOL goodbye. That was just, oh, the pain and torture. Kids now, they don't know. They don't know pain and torture like that. That, and especially when AOL did the thing, logged off after 5 minutes. And you think in your mind, like, what was that, 12 years old for me or something? I was in my driveway whenever it logged off. I could have started it back. Stupid stuff like that. But yeah, this is a rant and a memory video just for fun. Branching into everything from, obviously it started with anime. I guess you would call Power Rangers live action. I don't really know how you would classify that. But as far as relating to the way I did it, maybe a hint, because obviously Power Rangers over here was not Japanese. They had bits and traces, but no, it was Americanized. It was it was a toy commercial over here, not the just. This is within the past year or so. I actually looked it up, and that's many years ago. But seeing how big of a story it was over there, I mean, it may not be the biggest thing in Japan. What is the biggest thing? That is the question. Because there's a lot of big things in Japan. And I'm not talking about the mobile suit that they built. That's a joke, obviously. The, yeah, I don't know. Basically anything that was brought over. Who remembers VR Troopers? That, these are all toy commercials. Because of, what was it? Saban? Yeah, they brought them over and it was Hasbro, I believe. I can't remember the details. Not without actually sitting down and thinking. I don't want to, since I'm considering just uploading this video as is, it's at 17 minutes now. I'm just ranting. I need to edit it, but I really don't want to. Because I know it's just going to be me talking. I need a script. I should have thought more about this video. But I think I like the more natural feel to it. Just, we're going with the flow. You get the ums. Yeah, they get kind of boring, but if it's interesting, it's interesting. You don't have to watch it. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there who grew up at the same time I did, had the same feelings. People who came about, and I'm down in Alabama and singing this. I'm sure people in California had the same reaction, or New York, or Milwaukee, or hell, Canada. I don't know. I don't know enough about the world. That's why I'm trying to branch out and go to Japan. But going from anime, I'm going to start at the influencer years, like the big ones for me. Going from the DBs, the anime, to the Ramda manga, and actually branching out into books. Seeing, oh, The Sound of Waves by Yukio Mishima. The, I see the book in my head, but I cannot think of the name right now. The Key by Junichiro Tanizaki, who's my favorite Japanese author right now. I'm loving everything by him. To After Dark by Murakami. Oh, Lord. To the Haruhi novels, which I've mentioned before, which I'm still planning on rereading some of them and going further in the series. Seeing, like, along with the internet, finding out about light novels. Okay, well, what's a light novel? Well, teen fiction. Well, it's not necessarily teen fiction. It can be, I guess, assumed, because it's not as, say, heavy as a general work. As in, general, I'm guessing, or I'm not guessing, I'm saying like John Grisham or Fight Club or Dan Brown, Da Vinci Code or something. Things like that. A light novel, you had obviously the characters drawn out 90% of the time, so you can see the characters in your head. Like, you'll have little inserts. For people who don't know what light novels are, they look like a teen novel. They're normally about yay big, 150, 200 pages, not too long. but they're a fun little story. They get by, and they have illustrations like segmented into it or all at the end. It varies on who's publishing it, and you get a sense of the story. It's a lot of anime is based off of light novels. I've come to find out, like Spice and Wolf, Haruhi again. Was it Bokuro Tenshi Dokuro-chan was based off of a light novel. What's the library one? Not Library Wars. I think that's actually just manga based. That may be off a light novel. But finding out those and how, well, I don't want to say this, but how much easier of a read they were, and not reading Kokoro or Natsumi. What is it? Natsumi Sosuke? I think that's how you pronounce his name. I haven't read that yet. Like I Am the Cat or I Am a Cat or stuff like that. But I'm planning to. I'm hoping my goal is this year to read 5 foreign novels, and they'll most likely be Japanese for me. I may get a Chinese work in there, or I read an English book last year. I believe British, which was, yeah, it's got to be British. A for Angelica. That was really good. It's a first time writer from a dude named Ian Broom, who I listen to his podcast about writing, because that's another video I got to make. It's about a writing video. So I got a lot to do. I just am horrible at time management. But along with everything, finding out about, now I'm branching back to the actual topic, finding out about the actual culture of Japan, and not just what's been fictionalized and everything that's exaggerated in manga. Good lord. And anime. Or anime. I'm using the Americanized term just because it rolls off my tongue easier. Uh, and finding all that, and then looking and doing Wikipedia searches, and eventually, good 4 or 5 years ago, looking into YouTube videos about Japan and finding Victor and Gimmieaflakeman and Roger Swan, who really started me wanting to do videos on YouTube, but I was always too nervous. I do have a few videos. Sorry, my butt's falling asleep. Gotta adjust. I do have a few videos online, but they're, what is it? Two of them are stop motion, and one of them is just goofing around, taking nature photos and putting it to the K-On karaoke track. Yeah, if you find it, you found something of mine that's old. Eh, it's fun. Art was. But I don't know if I ever really would do anything else like that again. I really need to put this on a tripod because my hand is falling asleep. But it's a phone, so no. I need more caffeine. This is, I think, how it's going to probably be. That's probably a bad thing. I don't know, I'm thinking too much now. If I can find time to get away from people for a little while so I can make these videos, as now everybody in my house is asleep, but they're in the back part of the house. Yes, I still live at home, don't ask. One of the reasons why I'm trying to get out to Japan, but that's a minor reason. Yeah, make your own assumption about that. It's it's easier to make videos when you don't have people listening in. If they want to watch the videos, cool. But let me finish the video first. I'm branching so much tonight. Wow. This is why we do editing, which I may still do, but probably not. I don't know. I guess long story short, which I probably have lost anybody who's watched it for 25 minutes. Yeah. I came in Japan the normal way, over here at least, in America, which was this is a cool thing, and fighting and anime looks pretty and it's different from the US stuff, and blah blah blah. But actually looking into the culture and loving how beautiful it looks. I mean, just looking at the shrines in videos, people walking past them, it's amazing. Looking at the sakura trees and the cherry blossom tree, whatever you call it. The Yeah, people get, what was it? I was just watching the video with, was it Victor, Ray Chun Jun, and Hiko Simon, about how they were like, we hate the people trying out the foods on YouTube. I like them. Oh, I don't mind them. I mean, there's some I just skip over, but that's YouTube. You don't have to watch every video. It'd be impossible for one. I like them because it just, you don't see them over here. You don't see Coke cans over here that's 16 ounces, which they just started, I heard. I don't think I've ever, yeah, I have seen one. One of my coworkers brought one in. But I've never really seen the 16 ounce over here. It's always been 12 ounce or 20 ounce, or I think they just recently did the 24 ounce, and then the little liters and 2 liters. And then you got the little dinky Cokes, which are 5 ounces, 6 ounces to swallow. That's all they are. Yes, I'm a Coca-Cola addict. It's going to kill my kidneys. I know. Don't gripe at me. I'm not listening. But looking in and noticing how, well, less religious they are over there. Well, I don't want to say less religious. Less Christian religion over there. Because over here it feels like, it just may be around where I am, everybody's shoving down your throat with the religion stuff. So why don't you believe in God? Well, I do believe in God. I just don't believe in the Bible. That's a whole topic for a whole different conversation. And whatever your views are, they're good. You can tell your views if people want to hear them. Don't shove them down people's throats. That's my thing. But I can honestly say anime and manga were the things that brought me into Japanese culture. I'm pretty sure that's 90% of the reason why now people are interested in Japan, is seeing that. I would love to have more, like, I love Maximum the Hormone. Love to see them on tour over here. I've heard that they did, or I've looked it up, I guess, that they did 2 shows over here in the States. But they were in New Jersey. If you look at a map, Alabama's down here, New Jersey's way up here. I can't drive that in a day. I went and saw Metallica in Tennessee. That was 9 hours away from me. So, that's a big thing. I would like to see more Japanese TV. I'm loving that we're, or as American culture, we're getting more British stuff, or I assume more British stuff, because I mean, you have the Sherlocks, you have the Doctor Who's, you have what's the other one, the Being Human. I mean, we have the American version, but we also have the UK version, which we see on occasion. I haven't watched that one yet. That's on my list. Both of them, the American and the UK version. My hand really is falling asleep. Uh, Welcome to my couch. Sorry, I just looked at the video. You didn't hear that. Just looked at the video. Just couch. I had to sit down somewhere. You can see my ugly mug and stuff that I need to work on. But this is a personal video. We're making it personal so you can see me. See me in all my flabbiness. Whatever. And I don't know. I'm ranting. That's why I said this is probably going to be a video called Thoughts. And if people like them, well, hell, if people don't like them, I'm still probably going to make them. Because I have a bunch of thoughts. My mind is constantly thinking about everything, feels like. Everything and everything. Everything and everyone? Yes, but everything and everything. And people can be things. Well, they're carbon. Just Hopefully next time I'll be more organized. So I don't know if I actually explained why I want to go to Japan. Besides, it's cool. I want to go to Japan mainly just because I want to try something new in my life. And I really do like the Japanese culture, and I think it would be a good step. I like how, well, I don't want to be mean on America, but I might be. Oh well, get over it, America. We're not perfect, not by a long shot. Nobody's perfect, though. But to me, Japan seems more organized to me. But that just may be my view. Who knows? It seems more peaceful, if that makes sense. I mean, obviously, you have the lower crime rates over in Japan, which that will be a plus. But I just really like Japan. It's made an impression on me through the works that have come out of it. I'm still impressionable. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm half asleep, just getting off work, and have a few minutes. 30. So I guess I am trying to do like a laundry video from Victor. Go figure. And, dude, anybody who's watching this, check out Gimmieaflakeman. Victor Sensei. I mean, he is a teacher. Why not? Go check out some of his videos. They're really good. I'm sure he'd probably hate this one because of my ums and buts and ranting because I don't know where I'm talking about. But I like him. I like him. Yes, I like him a lot. I don't know. Either way, I believe that's going to be all for this video. If you like it, please do a thumbs up. I want more views. I'd like that. I think it'd be neat, but even if you don't give me the views, I'm still going to make the damn videos. Just gotta find time. Go figure, that word again. Time. Timely-wimely? I don't know. But like the video, leave comments. Give me some suggestions about what you would like to hear my thoughts on. That could be fun. Because I can rant on anything. You bring me a topic like, ooh, see, now all I can think of is like really touchy subjects, like the religion one, like abortion, like, oh, the big, what? Gender? Oh, Lord, I have a lot on that. But I'll talk about anything. And that was ice. Okay, I'm pretty sure y'all may not have heard it. Hopefully next time, though, I'll set the camera up and my hand won't be shaking so much. Because I'm getting tired in my arm. And I should shut the video off. But my hand can't reach the button. I can't reach the button. Okay. Thank you. Sorry for the random aboutness. Well, I'm not sorry for it. No, that's who I am. But I'm sorry if I didn't answer any question. What I was originally trying to do. But this is something, a test, and just my thoughts on things at the moment. My thoughts on Japan and how anime and manga influenced me. How they made me the oddball person that I am, not because of ADD, but because of anime. No, it's because of ADD, maybe the odd person I am. And my own thoughts and tribulations. Big word. I'm going to hide behind my big word. Goodbye.